Right now, weekend mornings, a Madison couple almost loses their home to a fire just a day after it's purchased. Armand Rahman speaks with them about the damages and what the community is doing to help rebuild.
A picture-perfect weather forecast is expected for the weekend, but the First Warn Weather Team, we're tracking very warm temperatures just when they arrive.
Also, a look at the new Badger Safe app, bringing peace of mind to students and parents at UW-Madison. Plus, the latest on former President Donald Trump and his co-defendants. All 19 have turned themselves in this week. But what lies ahead? We have the details right now on Weekend Mornings. Good Saturday morning. It is August 26th. I'm Kyle Pazorski. It is 8 a.m. Let's begin by taking a look outside this morning with Alex Harrington for what everyone should be expecting on this picture-perfect weekend. Alex.
Yeah. I've got my social media loaded up here, Kyle and company. We got a coffee forecast. We're going to do some little lifestyle forecasting this morning, but some folks saying, hey, good morning, Alex. You know I like my coffee. I don't like coffee, but I like the smell of it. On my second cup here. Good morning, Alex. Coffee flowing at 3 cups, according to one of my folks on social media. I love coffee, too. And then somebody says, I don't drink coffee. I have Pepsi in the morning, and I actually have Coke Zero over in my, trust me, I'm a weatherman coffee cup. All right, here, folks, with our coffee forecast, maybe you do want to grab that large coffee this morning. Beautiful temperatures up around 68 degrees, partly sunny, cooler, less humid day across the area. It's going to be a gorgeous one again across the area as we, again, track temperatures in the 60s to the lower 70s across the area. So wonderful day. Look at these temperatures out there right now. 68 Madison, 68 Mineral Point, 64 in Viroqua, 64 in Decorah, and 66 our friends in La Crosse. And it's going to be, like I said, quite gorgeous. Look at these temperatures. 72 for a high temperature today, 75 in Lone Rock, 78 in La Crosse. Don't forget to send us our weather photos, folks. First Warn at WISC-TV.com. We have folks submitting those this morning, and we'll try to get some of those weather photos on air, and we'll be tracking very warm temperatures when they arrive. That's coming up.
Alex, I'll have to spring for the large coffee. Thanks. We'll check back in just a bit. Getting a new home can be stressful, but one Madison couple almost lost their new house to a fire. Armand Rahman caught up with them about the damages. Now the community is helping them rebuild.
So we closed on the house on Monday.
Ali DePietro and Taylor Clinton had their keys in hand, but then...
Not even 24 hours later, I got a call saying that my house was on fire.
It was shocking. I think was the
shocking.
First thing.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like it was just a joke.
It didn't seem real. Yeah, it didn't seem real.
Crews were doing electrical work in the kitchen, which is where the fire started.
As far as I know, the flames were all the way across the house.
Exactly how it started is still under investigation.
Every time we go in the house, we realize there's more damage than we thought.
But you don't need to look far to see the charred debris, smoke, and water damage.
And I stood here and I could see up at the sky because there were holes in the roof.
The couple says they're able to stay at their current apartment for the next few months while they do a lot of rebuilding.
Yeah, we're thinking like 6 months timeline until we can move in.
While they hope insurance will pay for most of the damage, sorting out costs got a bit easier. Ollie's friend, who co-founded the Big Gay Market with them, started a GoFundMe.
I don't even know like half the names on the people that donated like to the GoFundMe. It's wild.
I'm really a fan of mutual aid through our businesses and like through me personally. So I'm excited for any of the like extra money that the GoFundMe generates that we don't use like immediately for the house is going to go back into the community.
Despite some truly dark odds, they say they're still celebrating being young homeowners.
That's a really privileged position to be in, especially as like a queer couple. Still beautiful. She's just a little sad.
She's hanging in there.
That was Armand Rahman reporting. While the Madison Fire Department estimates there to be about $100,000 in damages, the couple's realtor told them it might be a bit more. It was a wild scene Friday afternoon on eastbound I-90-94 near Wisconsin Dells. Authorities were pursuing a semi-tractor, which eventually came to a stop near the 90-94 interchange with highways 12 and 16. That semi was later surrounded by law enforcement vehicles. The incident forced the closure of all eastbound traffic for several hours. Both lanes later reopened around 9:30 last night. It is unclear why the chase began, but further details have not been released at this time. As UW-Madison students begin returning to campus ahead of the fall semester, there's a new tool from campus police to help keep them safe and give their parents a little peace of mind. UW-PD launched a new app called Badger Safe. It has everything from maps on where to find emergency supplies on campus to a direct chat line with campus police dispatch. It also is now the main place for WISC alerts in case of an on-campus emergency. The app isn't just for students. Anyone can download it, including parents.
I feel totally safe having him here. We've already downloaded the Badger, the Safe app. You know, he has it on his phone, and my husband and I, we have it on our phones. So, and also I like that as a parent that we get notifications as well in case there's like a more of a global, more community incident that happened, that we're also notified as well.
Since soft launching the app earlier this month, UW-PD says it's already been downloaded more than 8,000 times, and that's without a class in session. The Badger Safe app is available free for download on iPhone and Android devices. Madison Representative Mark Pocan is one of 2 lawmakers on Capitol Hill announcing the launch of a caucus to preserve the legacy of America's most treasured stadiums. 18 stadiums are on the list, including Camp Randall. The purpose of the Historic Stadium Caucus is to bring bipartisan Congress members together to protect these venues while enhancing their capabilities so they can continue hosting world-class sporting events and concerts for years to come. It will bring attention to historic stadiums that were among some of the first major athletic venues in the U.S. In a statement, Pocan says that historic stadiums like Camp Randall, quote, serve a vital role in our communities. Not only are they where memories are made and young people are inspired to play sports, but they often are hubs of economic activity. We must do everything we can to protect these iconic venues in our communities. In other political news, the 2024 election is already starting to kick into gear. Candidates are already starting to line up to run for Congress. Wisconsin has 2 competitive seats up next year, one in western Wisconsin and another in southern parts of the state. The first congressional district spans from Janesville to Racine. Part of what makes the seat so competitive is that the Wisconsin Supreme Court could redraw the lines for that district, making it more democratic. When incumbent Congressman Brian Stile was asked about the prospect for a boundary redesign to his district, he had this to say.
I don't have any control over the Wisconsin Supreme Court, so I focus on what I control. I'm out there every day talking to folks. The fact that the current maps are from Governor Evers' Democrat-drawn maps, currently not a problem.
2 candidates have already lined up to run against him, Lorenzo Santos and Anthony Hames, both from Racine County. A La Crosse area Democrat will help lead a state government task force on the impact of artificial intelligence. Steve Doyle of Wisconsin's 94th Assembly District is the new vice chair for an AI task force. Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Voss picked Doyle for the role. In a release, Voss wants this task force to consider the impact of automated decision tools, facial recognition, and more. The goal is to balance this fresh technology with the well-being of society. Doyle's district office says he and other task force members will start to host public hearings to get feedback from industry leaders in the coming months. Former President Donald Trump is turning his surrender at the Fulton County Jail in Georgia into a fundraising opportunity. Some of the other candidates seeking the GOP presidential nomination will hit the trails this weekend. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports from New York.
Former President Donald Trump is cashing in, selling merchandise showcasing his mugshot, taken after he surrendered at the Fulton County Jail Thursday.
What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it. I've never had such support.
Others are also using the booking photo for profit, like this store in a Los Angeles suburb.
He looks like a comic book villain. So. Yeah, and it's just like frozen in time for, that's it forever, you know.
Shoppers were split on buying the new T-shirts.
I think it's funny, the second I saw that mugshot came out, I knew that the T-shirt presses were going to be going crazy. Because it's funny, like it's crazy.
Not that I hold up the presidency to some level, but it seemed like a degradation of our institutions.
Trump and 18 other defendants charged in the 2020 election interference case had until yesterday to surrender. One of them, Harrison Floyd, is still in custody, ruled a flight risk.
There are grounds for bond to be denied. at this point.
Meanwhile, the other Republican presidential candidates are trying to build on their appearances at Wednesday's GOP debate.
Continuing to show up in person is going to be a core part of the strategy.
Vivek Ramaswamy campaigned in Iowa.
I will get the job done.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is scheduled to make 3 appearances in the state later today. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Arraignments for the 19 defendants in Georgia will start next month, and the district attorney wants an October trial date. A hearing is scheduled for Monday on former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows filing to move his case to federal court. And still ahead, a look at consumer news, including how housing site Zillow plans to roll out a new down payment plan for first-time home buyers. That's next, plus you're taking a live look outside. Alex has your full forecast just ahead.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one, get one free ends Labor Day. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Good Saturday morning there, folks. I got the blue glasses on, blue tie. Remember, I color coordinate to the weather because we have relatively cool temperatures for this time of year. Upper 60s, middle 60s, even some lower 60s out there right now. So a refreshing way to start your Saturday, and we've got quite the beautiful forecast. Hey, speaking of doing activities on your Saturday here, your running or your outdoor activity forecast, we got 3 checks here in the good category, morning, afternoon, and evening, with cool temperatures, low humidity. Can't be beat for getting a walk or a run. I'll be doing some walking myself, and maybe I'll record a weather walk and talk, because I like to do, and then put that on Facebook. And you can add me on Facebook, meteorologist Alex Harrington. Feel free to follow me. All right, well, let's follow the temperatures today. 72 in Madison, 75 in Lone Rock, 78 in La Crosse, and 76 in Decorah. That's it. That's all we're going to do for our high temperatures today. Well, we also can do a woof-a-full dog walking forecast today for the evening. This is my friend Loki. Isn't that a cute little bandana too? He's got that nice little brindle, and he's a just a wonderful German Shepherd mix. He goes a little slow with his walk because he likes to take his time. He's quite the explorer, likes to sniff everything, but that's his thing, and that's totally fine. Maybe I'll take him for a walk probably earlier than 5 o'clock, but if you take your dog for a walk this evening, look at those temperatures, upper 60s, lower 70s. So great day to get that walk out there. You probably couldn't walk your dog the past couple of days with it being so hot. Low temperatures tonight, we'll do 53 in Madison, 50 in Marshfield, although some areas over the northern part of the area up towards Camp Douglas, they could dip into the upper 40s. Isn't that incredible? We were 80-degree lows, and now we're about 50-degree lows over just the course of a couple of days. We'll do 74 in Madison, 75 in Lone Rock, and 76 in La Crosse, and 76 in Prairie du Chien as we go into your Sunday. So picture perfect weather. Not picture perfect in the drought monitor department. We still have extreme to severe drought conditions across all of the area. And while I always like to be the perpetual optimist, I've got to give you the real news here, folks. Our friends at the Climate Prediction Center predicting above to a much above normal temperatures across much of the country, including Wisconsin. So what that means is dry weather and really, really warm temperatures that we'll be tracking, and that could exacerbate the drought, meaning the drought could get worse. Well, let's show some viewer photos here. This is an overshooting top in a cumulonimbus cloud sent to us by Joyce Ports up around the Merrimack area. Look at these rays coming through a couple of cumulonimbus clouds. Bear Valley sent by Randy Smith. They had a little thunderstorm yesterday. If you want to send us those weather photos, the easiest way to do it, First Warn Weather app, click the More button and then the Submit button. And then that comes here, and I could take a look at those photos or other members of the First Warn Weather team, and then we put them on air. All right, I said those warm temperatures would be entering the forecast. I'll step out of the way here, folks. Just look at that by the weekend. Upper 80s, that could be on the lower end. We could be looking at 90-degree weather, as some of our weather models here are showing. And our friends that dial in, or I should say tune in La Crosse, they're probably going to be cracking 90 degrees by next weekend.
Thank you so much, Alex. As home prices soar across the U.S., Zillow is rolling out a new down payment plan for first-time home buyers. Those who are eligible pay as little as 1% toward a down payment. Zillow Home Loans pays the additional 2%, bringing the total down payment to 3%, which is typically the minimum payment required for a home loan. Those who are interested also have to complete a class on home ownership and meet income and credit qualifications. It comes as mortgage rates and home prices take flight, making home buying the least affordable it has been in nearly 40 years. A historic home in Arena, Wisconsin, which has undergone a monumental restoration, is being recognized for the efforts made to save it. The William Henry Brisbane house sits just south of Arena. In April of 2021, Samantha Crownover of Madison, along with husband Bruce and friend Tom Nuer, bought the home, which was built in 1868 by an abolitionist during the time of the Civil War. This September, the project will be honored with a Wisconsin Historical Society Award for the efforts in keeping Brisbane's legacy alive.
And we would drive along this driveway, and I would peek through the woods, and I'm like, oh my God, what is that enchanted place?
Coming up a little bit later in our show, we'll share Crownover's story with the home and where she details the history of what makes it such a special place. Hyundai is recalling nearly 40,000 vehicles because of a software error that can cause the car to accelerate after the brake pedal is released. The recall covers certain Hyundai Elantra HEV vehicles made from 2021 to 23. Hyundai says it will mail notification letters out by October 17th. You can also check the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website to see if your car is impacted. Customers can bring their vehicles to any Hyundai dealership to have the issue fixed for free. Some good news and bad news when it comes to the price at the pump. AAA says the average price for a gallon of gas is down about 4 cents compared to last week. The average is now $3.83. Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, we're cheaper than the average by about 30 cents in the Madison region and 20 cents for the entire state. Don't expect those prices to keep falling, though. Demand around Labor Day tends to push the cost up, and hurricane season can also cause some major shortages. Well, still ahead here on Weekend Mornings, there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Our Will Loper shares his picks in 3 things to watch. That's next when we return.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Colorado peaches, just $1.68 a pound. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve bacon-wrapped sirloins, just $2.99. And buy 2, get 1 free on select Coke products. All week long at Hy-Vee.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $900 on Purple adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made My Pillow 2.0 a huge success. And because of your amazing support, we've expanded My Pillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our Percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm giving them to you at closeout prices. King size, only $39 a set. Queens, $35 a set. Full size, $29, and twin size, just $25. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Get these My Pillow bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
And good Saturday morning there, folks. Let's plan your day here in Madison. We'll start off right around 68 degrees in just a couple of minutes. We'll do lower 70s. That's it. That's all we're going to do today. Remember, we were near 100 degrees just a couple of days ago. A little bit warmer if you're heading off towards the north and towards the west. Our friends that tune in on your Saturday morning up near La Crosse, pushing near 80 degrees by the time we get to 4 o'clock. I want to thank Jackie for sending us this stunning photo. I'm going to step out of the way because it's simply gorgeous. Actually, if we could take that one full screen, if that is a possibility. This is from Barneville and the arena area. Thank you so much. Look at that sunrise and the fog in the foreground there. You really can't get a better picture. Just unbelievable. And we've got some other news coming from arena a little bit later in our newscast. Again, if you want to send us those photos, First Warn at WISC-TV.com is a great way to get us those weather photos, just like that stunning photo that Jackie just showed us.
Despite the ongoing Hollywood strike, there's no shortage of films and shows streaming right now. Our Will Loper shares his picks of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
How are we going to pull this off?
We're gonna need a team. Newly streaming on Paramount Plus is the 2023 film Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
We're thieves, but we help the wrong person steal the wrong thing and unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known.
Chris Pine stars as a bard in the fantasy film that follows a group of adventurers on a heist, facing dragons, talking skeletons, and more dangers along the way.
Aren't you sick of failing? We could die.
There's worse things than dying.
Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is streaming on Paramount Plus now.
Your memoir is great. Your new book is great.
New to rent or buy on video-on-demand platforms is the film You Hurt My Feelings.
If I did say that, you took it out of context.
Are you gonna gaslight me now?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus stars as Beth, a novelist who overhears her husband say what he really thinks about her latest book, which sends their relationship into freefall.
He's been lying to me this whole time.
I wasn't lying. I was encouraging.
That's not true. You were lying to be encouraging. You know what? As an actor, Mark isn't always great. So the times when you don't think he's good, what do you say to him? You were so fantastic.
Really?
You Hurt My Feelings is available to rent or buy on digital platforms now.
I love you.
Oh, okay, well, then never mind.
My bat mitzvah determines the rest of my life. Doors would open. And I just think Dua Lipa would make the party perfect.
You can have a ball pit.
And newly streaming on Netflix is the film You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you just let me explain, please?
No, let me explain to you. We are no longer friends.
Adam Sandler stars alongside his daughter Sunny in the film about two middle school friends who have their friendship tested right before their bat mitzvahs.
I know what she needs because I know how she's feeling. She needs to process this herself.
I know she hurt you, but I'm sure she misses her best friend.
You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah is streaming on Netflix now.
Dad, just talk to her. Don't yell.
Gabby!
You're a jerk and you won't let me have a mojito bar.
That's why we fought the Nazis!
Is this a bad time?
So you can have a mojito bar!
Those are the three things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
Coming up next, take a look at our top morning headlines. Stick with us. You're watching Weekend Mornings.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
This half hour, funding for rural road improvements has come. We take a look at how the latest state budget is being celebrated in southern Wisconsin. Plus, a story out of western Wisconsin, a centuries-old tree being taken down, why the property owner chose to do so is coming up.
And I'm going to be discussing practically perfect weather, pretty perfect forecast, and some pretty viewer photos in the next 30 minutes.
And also this half hour, we take a look at a story 155 years in the making in a small town in southern Wisconsin. You're watching Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Pazorski. It is just a minute before the half hour here, just about almost at 8:30 now. We're going to send it over to Alex Harrington for a look at your Saturday forecast. Alex, how are you doing today?
Hey, Kyle, doing just fine and dandy. I've got the blue glasses on today because we're tracking, well, really comfortably and cool conditions, relatively speaking. I guess when you think it was 100 degrees just a couple days ago and the high temperatures today only in the lower 70s, the blue glasses, I think, will work. Picture perfect on your Sunday, or pretty perfect, however you want to put it. It's going to be perfect. And then tracking a warm-up. The first warm weather team we're keeping an eye on. Some very warm temperatures that could be moving into southern Wisconsin. We may have to update our forecast as weather models are showing that things could get pretty toasty perhaps 1 week from now. We're keeping an eye on it. Well, I'm keeping an eye right now on our temperatures that couldn't be beat. Couldn't be better at this time of the day. 68 in Madison, 65 in the Dells, 65 in Viroqua, 69 in Prairie du Chien, and 66 out to the west. We have folks in northeast Iowa that watch us too, and it's in the middle to upper 60s. Well, look at this. 70s for high temperatures today. Only 72 in Madison, 73 in the Dells, 71 to the north up towards the Montello, Watoma area, 78 in La Crosse, 78 in Prairie du Chien, and our friends to the south and west in Platteville will be enjoying a 75 degrees. So again, you really can't beat this forecast, folks. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to be looking at some of the pretty viewer photos.
Thank you so much, Alex. Around the state now, potholes and crumbling shoulders will frustrate just about any driver, but your average car can usually get by. That's not always the case when you're driving a 70,000-pound milk truck or a 30-foot corn harvester. That's why state lawmakers and transportation leaders invested hundreds of millions of dollars in the new budget to improve rural roads. WISC and the State Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection celebrated those investments during a visit to a farm near Monroe Friday morning. One new program devotes $150 million over the next 2 years to fixing roads that directly service farms and food producers.
In transportation, one of the things we do like is to have predictable long-term funding. But with that being said, this is a first step, and success begets success. So if this $150 million goes out and people see the improvement, farmers see the improvement, at the end of the day, lawmakers listen to their constituents.
WISC will set the criteria for roads that qualify, while municipalities and counties will make the selections. Secretary Thompson predicts construction on those rural roads will begin next spring. From stadium to the school, a local music teacher is taking his talents all the way to Lambeau Field today. Hunter Evanston says he's loved singing for as long as he remembers. Growing up in Galesville, he sang in jazz ensembles, concert choirs, and a cappella groups. After graduating, he went to Viterbo and got his degree in music education. He now teaches choir to K through 12 students in the Norwalk, Ontario Wilton School District. In his free time, he still participates in local musicals and posts singing videos on social media. As a Wisconsin native, he's naturally a born and raised Packers fan, and he's recently found a way to bring his love of singing and the green and gold. At the beginning of the year, he sent a video of himself singing the national anthem, not knowing if anything would come of it, rather. But in early August, he got the stunning message. He'd be singing the national anthem at the Packers' final preseason game.
I was in utter shock because, coming from where I am now, I just wasn't expecting a response.
Evanston says this will be the biggest crowd he has ever performed in front of. It will also be his first Packers game ever. Right now, he's focusing on making his family and the Cooley region proud with his performance. You can watch Evanston today, right before the Packers take on the Seahawks at noon. After being open for more than 100 years, a Baraboo business is closing its doors. McGain Furniture originally opened its doors back in 1905, and since then it's been around for 2 world wars, over 20 presidents, and the founding of the Green Bay Packers. The original storefront burned down in 1955, but was rebuilt with help from the community. From now until all remaining furniture is sold, McGann will be holding a retirement sale. Ultra Credit Union in Onalaska is losing its branches, literally. The Onalaska branch made the tough decision to remove a centuries-old tree. According to the branch manager, an arborist said the tree is mostly dead and that it wouldn't survive the winter. Ultra is taking the tree down now so it doesn't fall and potentially injure someone or damage property. While there's sad to see the tree go, there's some good things to come.
Unfortunately, all good things must end, and for the safety, we are planting a new tree next spring. So we plan on having new growth and a fresh start that way.
The last time Ultra cut down a tree, they were able to repurpose a part of it during the credit union's remodel. This tree is set to become mulch or firewood. A Milwaukee police officer was injured Friday morning after he was rammed and pinned by a car driven by fleeing suspects. It happened after the attempted arrest of a 19-year-old with multiple felony warrants outside a Gainesville hotel. Police say members of an FBI task force approached after the suspect, and 2 other people walked out of the hotel and got into a vehicle. The driver used the vehicle to ram and pin one of the officers against an unmarked police truck. That same officer fired his gun, hitting and injuring 2 of the 3 people in the vehicle. The 31-year-old officer was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. All 3 suspects were arrested, with the 2 who were shot taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries as well. Fun for the whole family this weekend in Middleton. The city's Good Neighbor Festival is back, and this year is special because it marks the 60th year of the festival. Friday marked the first day of the 3-day event, which takes place at and around Fireman's Park. Over the next 2 days, there will be a carnival, face painting, an arts and crafts fair, bingo games, live music, and of course, on Sunday at noon, the parade down Franklin Avenue. We've compiled the basics of what you need to know on your screen right now if you're interested in checking it out. But for more detailed information, you can visit goodneighborfestival.com. Still ahead, Alex has another look at your Saturday forecast, plus that inspirational story of a historic house reborn is next here on Recon Lines.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $900 on purple adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made My Pillow 2.0 a huge success. And because of your amazing support, we've expanded My Pillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our Percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm giving them to you at closeout prices. King size, only $39 a set. Queens, $35 a set. Full size, $29, and twin size, just $25. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Get these My Pillow bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball. With friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
With all eyes on Battleground Wisconsin as Campaign 2024 begins to heat up, News 3 Now brings you team coverage all the way from the president's recent visit.
You have the best workers in the world.
To coverage and analysis of the first GOP presidential debate in Milwaukee.
It's going to tighten, it's going to get strange. There are lots of things that are going to happen over the next 14 months.
For the best local political coverage throughout Campaign 2024, stay with News 3 Now and Channel 3000.
It's a story 155 years in the making. In 1868, an Iowa County man built a home just south of Arena after being pushed out of the South at the end of the Civil War. His legacy in the 19th century is now being remembered with a touch of the 21st. At this little home south of Arena, history has come back alive. To do so, it's taken a superhuman effort.
I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I had always loved the look of this house.
Owner Samantha Crownover of Madison, along with husband Bruce and their friend Tom Nuer, spent more than an estimated $600,000 on restoring this gem. The couple only knew of it from the outside before purchasing it in April of 2021 to become a short-term rental.
And we would drive along this driveway, and I would peek through the woods, and I'm like, oh my God, what is that enchanted place?
It was only once she stepped inside that she learned the history of its former owner, William Henry Brisbane.
He was from South Carolina, driven out of the South. He went to Cincinnati, he went to the East Coast, tried to make a living at all kinds of things, and he landed here.
But perhaps his most important character trait was his stance on slavery.
He was an abolitionist.
Knowing this, Samantha began researching Brisbane, all while the home he built in 1868 was given a new life.
If somebody said, okay, here's your dream project, go, you would be into it every single day. And I totally was.
Work to revitalize the main house took 4 months, the summer kitchen another 4. When it came time to furnish it, an understated design seemed best, except in one critical way. To keep with Brisbane's legacy, she thought what better way to honor him than to incorporate works of art by people of color.
You know, if he can stick his neck out and take the unpopular view at that time in the South, in the deep South, well then, I certainly can.
Some of the pieces are hard to see, but fitting.
Our history is not simple, but we're human.
She says it's all a part of recognizing past failures and moving towards a better world.
In the end, it's all about acceptance and compassion and seeing people for who they are inside, not the color of their skin.
In September, Crownover plans to host an event featuring poems written by Brisbane, along with an appearance by his great-great-grandson. The project will also be honored with a Wisconsin Historical Society Award for the efforts in keeping Brisbane's legacy alive. And we join now with Alex Harrington. You're actually from Arena. Have you ever been to the house, Alex?
I have been to the house, and I've got to say, Kyle, you just made Arena feel like $1 million.
It's a tiny little city, not even a city, just a little town, but it's a nice place. I really appreciated being out there.
Yes, it's a quaint little town, about 700 people, about 30 miles west of Madison. And I got a little bit more of a story regarding the house. Shout out to everyone in Arena keeping your support of me and my dreams. And there's one person in particular that knows a thing or two about that house, and that's Inez Learn. Inez knew that I wanted to do weather at the age of 4, and every summer I was in her drama camp, and she helped support to get me here. And so, sorry, I get a little choked up. Thank you, Inez, for believing in me, and thank you, Arena, for believing in me, because sometimes when you live in a small town, big dreams seem pretty far out there, so here I am, folks, and let's do the forecast. That's what I'm here to do. Well, we've got a weather forecast here. Let's have our weather Wheaties here for our breakfast on a beautiful Saturday morning. Look at this. Temperatures in the upper 60s, partly sunny conditions out there, so you really can't beat this. Let's break down hour by hour this picture-perfect Saturday. Around lunchtime, maybe take it outside with temperatures in the lower 70s. We'll do low to mid 70s here as we head into the afternoon. Maybe take the laundry out to dry out. And then as we head into the latter part of your Saturday, going into the evening, maybe you just want to grill out with these gorgeous, gorgeous temperatures.
Thank you so much, Alex. Still ahead, Zach Hamley has a look at Friday's news and sports. How the Brewers do against the Padres is next. Plus, you're taking another live look outside. Alex has another check of the forecast next here on Weekend Rounds.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 lines for $90 a month, plus 4 free phones. US Cellular, built for us.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Right now, get a free footlong at Subway, like the Subway Series menu. Buy 1 footlong in the app, get 1 free. For free. That's what I'm talking about. Order in the Subway app today.
With Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk, you'll want to savor every moment. With 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, and of course, it's delicious. Fairlife.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The wait is finally over. Opening night for the Badger volleyball team. Wisconsin tipping off their season with a top 15 matchup against a very familiar opponent in Baylor. The two have faced off against each other 5 times in the last 6 years. UW lost last year's match, but started strong in this one. First set, new Badger, Carter Booth, welcomes the Bears to her block party. Then later in the set, it's set point, and the Badgers set up Sarah Franklin, and she hammers home the kill. She finished with 7 in the first set and had a team-high 13. Badgers start the year off with a win. They beat Baylor in 4 sets. The Pittsburgh Steelers are slowly becoming the Wisconsin Steelers, at least on defense. Obviously, you're thinking about T.J. Watt, but Isaiah Loudermilk is on the roster, along with this year's draft picks, Keanu Benton and Nick Herbig. And the latter, well, he lit up the preseason. 3.5 sacks and 10 tackles for Herbig. It's a match made in heaven for him and the Steelers, and Pittsburgh's head coach Mike Tomlin is not surprised.
You know, we like doing business with Wisconsin, man, just schematically, the things that they were doing defensively, there's a lot of carryover, and so I can't tell you that I'm overly shocked at what we're seeing from him. Is very much in line with what we saw on Wisconsin video. It's the same thing that made us comfortable when we drafted TJ and Loudermilk and Benton.
Speaking of Wisconsin, the countdown to kickoff is down to 7 days for the Badgers, and Luke Fickell announced yesterday his captains for the upcoming season. Chimere Dike, Tanner Mordecai, Mumajong Meta, and Marty Stryon will don the C on their chest starting September 2nd. The WIAC preseason poll is out, and like in years past, Whitewater is projected to win the conference just ahead of La Crosse and Oshkosh. The Warhawks are the defending co-champs and have won 14 of the last 17 conference crowns. Platteville is picked to finish 5th. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thank you there, Zach, and thank you, folks, for tuning in. We're going to track a picture-perfect forecast here with high temperatures on your Saturday. We're only going to do 72 degrees in Madison. Remember, just a couple days ago, we were nearly 30 degrees warmer. So look at this progress that we've made in a practically perfect forecast. Middle to upper 70s across the rest of the area, and almost chilly tonight. Some places could dip down as close as 50 degrees, maybe even slipping into the upper 40s in some spots as well. And then a stellar Sunday. Look at this, 74 in Madison, 75 in Janesville, 76 in La Crosse, 74 in Decorah, and a 76 in Prairie du Chien. So again, you just really can't beat this weather. We need cool weather like this because our crops are still trying to hang in there, and they're under the extreme drought conditions across all of the areas, severe to extreme drought. Unfortunately, and I always like to be the perpetual optimist, but I can't be optimistic about the forecast here because with dry conditions, with the drought, with continuation of dry weather being expected, and our friends at the Climate Prediction Center saying as we go out into September, increasing chances for above normal temperatures. Right now, we're looking for maybe the middle to upper 80s to near 90 as we go out towards Labor Day. But I was just looking at some weather models, and some of them, we'll have to keep an eye on this, but some are showing we might crack into the 90s and get near 100 degrees again, at least in areas close to Wisconsin. So certainly something we're going to keep an eye on here. This is a gorgeous picture sent to us via the First Warn Weather app here. Thanks, Jackie, from Barneville and Arena. We were just talking about Arena, and look how pretty it can be out towards Barneville and Arena with this sunrise. A little bit of fog over here to the right. Beautiful farm there. Joy sends us this picture from Merrimack, and this is actually looking towards the southeast on Thursday evening when we had that cool front come through and start to really get the temperatures to start going down, but it sparked a couple thunderstorms. And this is an overshooting top at the very top of this cumulonimbus cloud. Got this updraft going up into the troposphere and then hitting the stratosphere where things are stable, and you get that little peak there, that little overshooting top on that cumulonimbus cloud. We had some cumulonimbus clouds last night near Bear Valley. Thanks, Randy Smith, for sending us. They got a quick downpour. Some places north and west of Madison got that downpour. And Peggy's out to the west sending us, and always thanks, Peggy, for sending us your photos. You got great sunrise and sunset photos. You can always send those to us. Very easy here, folks, too. First Warn at WISC-TV.com. We're working on some other ways as well to get us those viewer photos. A little bit easier than emailing, but we'll keep you folks in the loop on that. Temperatures as we go out into next week, again, middle to upper 80s, in some places cracking 90. Could be warmer than that. We're keeping an eye on that.
Thank you, Alex. Now some news that me and him actually need. Some health risks of working the swing shift and how eye scans may be able to detect Parkinson's. CBS's Michael George has this week's top medical stories.
Eye scans may be able to detect signs of Parkinson's disease up to 7 years before diagnosis, according to researchers at University College London. The markers of Parkinson's in eye scans were identified using AI technology. Researchers say down the line, this could become a pre-screening tool for individuals who may be at risk of developing Parkinson's. Raising the legal age to purchase tobacco from 18 to 22 may help reduce nicotine dependence worldwide. That's according to a study involving smokers who had visited a smoking cessation clinic in Japan. Researchers find smoking is more addictive and difficult to quit for those who take up the habit before hitting their 20s. Working at night raises the risk of cognitive issues for those middle-aged and older. That's the finding of a new study in Canada that shows shift work can disrupt a person's sleep clock or circadian rhythm. Researchers say the sleep disruptions are linked to memory function impairment. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Coming up next, it's been 60 years since the 1963 March on Washington. We have a look back when we're back on Weekend Mornings.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers or blasting the air conditioning, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The MyPillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, MyPillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made MyPillow 2.0 a huge success. And because of your amazing support, we've expanded MyPillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm giving them to you at closeout prices. King size, only $39 a set. Queens, $35 a set. Full size, $29, and twin size, just $25. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Get these MyPillow bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, a look back in history. This week will mark the 60th anniversary of the first March on Washington, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. An estimated 250,000 people attended what turned out to be the largest civil rights gathering of its time. They were protesting racial discrimination and civil rights abuses, while MLK's dream of a better America was widely remembered as the most powerful part of the speech. King said the march also came with a list of 10 demands, which included policies that Americans are still fighting for today, like raising the minimum wage. Here now is Alex Harrington for one final check of your forecast.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle and company. A picture-perfect day. Temperatures lower to middle 70s, maybe upper 70s out towards the Mississippi River. Got to thank Jackie again for sending us this photo here just moments ago. Look at that sunrise near Barneville and Arena. What a pretty, pretty picture there. You can always submit those photos to us so that we can get them on air. First warrant at WISC-TV.com. Again, things are going to be looking pretty warm, though, once we get through this picture-perfect period. Look at next weekend. Temperatures pushing upper 80s to near 90 degrees in some areas.